This is for Sue. And this will shock you. Get in here. Come on.
Oh, come here, come here. How are you?
How are you? All right?
Yeah, good. Hang on. Got a pinch of chip.
Yeah.
Later on that night, you're laughing because you've got newspaper print on your chips, and you're like, "Oh, this is great," and it's like, "Yeah, it's Uncle Bob's number 2.
It's the Chippy Tour.
Right, okay, we've got an unusual one today. We're at Gordon Street, Chippy, or Robbins J, you'll see it in the... Robbins J, you'll see. I'm going to get squashed here, and I can see it coming. I'm going to get flattened. Robbins J, you'll see it on Google. So I'm going to get stuck into this food. I got all this for less than a tenner. So I'm going to go straight into the fish first. Look here. It's heaving here. Now, I got a load of scraps put on top of this. Yeah, I had a go cod. My mind's split on this one. Definitely, I'm now edging towards cod. Some really interesting food here. We've got just a sausage. It doesn't do battered sausage. And it's just a regular sausage. The thing is with sausages, they make them for kids. So you don't often find lumps in them or anything like that. They're usually quite easy to eat because one lump would put a kid off for life. Sausage is nothing super special. It's a chip shop sausage. What you expect. Though I am fond of McWhinnie's sausages. This is for Sue. And this will shock you because it's a steak pudding. Now it looks like it's been run over by the truck, but he makes them in here. He makes his own steak puddings.
You're joking.
No, I'm serious. So all can be forgiven. Look at that. He's got quite a thick base going on here. So that was absolutely delicious. It really is. So not many people make their own puddings. So I was quite impressed when I found out that he was making it in-house here. And when I say in-house, his living room is attached to the Chippy. So he just goes straight through. I don't know when he's quiet, does he go and watch TV? I have no idea. But lovely fellow. This is what a lot of people are turning up for. The person before us got 4 of them. And some people call them mega balm. It's a super balm in here. £2.50. Look at that. We've got sausage, mushy peas, chips, and there's even some fish on there, a little bit of fish, but £2.50. Look at the size of that thing. Let me just move a few chips out of the way so I can get at it. You know what? That's fantastic. That sausage goes with it. Everything goes with it. I think that's the idea. And it's even buttered, the balm. So call them what you want. Balm cake, bread cake, bap, bun, all kinds of things. What do you call them?
Up there.
Balm.
Balm, yeah.
But I've always watched Danny's stuff.
Yeah.
I like Danny a lot.
Yeah, he's right. See, the thing about the pastry shops, they do pastries.
Yeah.
I laugh at that.
He's a proper superstar. You know, he does all kinds of things, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And he's a lovely fellow.
Does stuff for charity and he does his robots and that.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, nice guy. Gary, that's the first time we've met Gary from Gary Eats.
Yeah.
And we've met the cameraman before. We met him in Manchester at a hotel. You all right, Gary? Get in here. Come on.
Oh, come here, come here. How are you?
How are you? All right?
Yeah, good. Hang on. Got a pinch of chip.
Yeah. Pull up a chair a minute. Just, I won't, you know, I know your food's going cold there. And get round here a little bit more.
How are we doing?
Sit next to me.
Whatever you say, boss.
We're doing all right.
You're all professional. Absolutely. Got to say, your picture, okay, is a lot better than what you actually really look, isn't it? Hey? I mean, what is this? AI generated or something?
Well, the guy that did the signage for me at BDSigns.
Clearly a very good friend.
Yeah, he said, you know, you're such a jolly guy. You're such a nice, big, jolly guy. But every picture I've seen of you, you look like you're ready to cry. He said, so how about we. So
Make you look
we'll
happy.
take one of your smiley ones and make your teeth look whiter.
Tell you what, I like the chips. I think. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me.
I won't tell you what I think.
No, don't tell me because I'm.
What have you ordered?
As well, but fish and chips, £6.
It's unbelievable.
£6 fish and chips. You know, there's a queue here going all out the door. Okay, then I've ordered the balm cake. We've got some fish in there, got sausage, chips on top, mushy peas, £2.50.
Yeah.
Come on, I mean, this guy's a food hero. And even if the fish and chips is incredibly average, he's a food hero. One of his homemade steak puddings, £2. A can of Vimto. Do you know, I haven't had a can of Vimto in at least 2 days. No, I haven't had it.
What do you normally drink when you... Actually, I don't normally bother. I don't get anything. I know Danny likes his dandelion and burdock, doesn't he?
I like a pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
That'll
with fish
do.
and chips.
That'll do, yeah.
No, I'm not that bad. I'm not that naughty.
And what about you, cameraman?
What, drinking?
Yeah.
D&B. I like having soda.
He is the nightmare to go out for a drink with. Two reasons.
Why's that? He likes a lot.
He's all innocent, okay? He acts all innocent. Okay?
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
What do you think he drinks?
I go with diesel.
And here's the big problem. Sam Bar Sam. It's very hard to introduce him to go to that bar, okay, and just part with the pennies. But
Yeah,
apart
all
from
right,
that,
like that is it.
That's just too noble.
one thing I've got to say, guys, okay, what you do for fish and chips, okay, for fish and chip shop owners is brilliant, both of you, because you are highlighting, you know, and what I really like is the fact that you got the recognition for it. You're at the Fish and Chip Awards. They realise, okay, one, you know your fish and chips, okay, no one else knows their fish and chips better. That's fact, you know. Leigh, the Macmaster, I'm really, really sorry, but I even think he's better than you. Okay, okay, because Leigh loves his fish and chips as well.
He does love his fish and chips.
But and that is recognition for exactly what you're doing and for what you're doing for the fish and chip shops, because what you're doing is keeping a brilliant tradition going.
We have to, don't we? So that we've all got something to review in the future. So we've all got something to, you know, we'd be knackered without our fish and chip shops, wouldn't we? Let's have it right.
Absolutely no doubt. And I love them.
Yeah.
John, shall I tell you the killer though? Where I lived, I lived in Kent. I went and got a small portion of chips the other day. Okay, and the guy just went, shum. And when I mean small, tiny, £4.25. And I said to him, "Is that what you get for £4.25?" He said, "Yeah." I'll just get a sandwich, mate. I said, I'll leave it. I said, I'll just get a sandwich. And he said, what would you expect for £4.25? And I promise you, there was about 12, 14 chips. I said, no, you're okay. I went and got a sandwich, and this is where the food reviewing goes slightly wrong, because someone obviously mentioned who I was, and he just turned around and said, oh, no, I was only joking.
Oh, no.
You know, and I was like, no, mate, I've got my sandwich now, I'm just happy with the sandwich. But,
Yeah. Well, I started watching you. The first video I saw of yours was in Whitby, and I think you reviewed about 3 or 4 different chippies.
Five.
You did five in one go.
No, in 2 days. Like,
Well.
you know.
Yeah, and they all look great.
Just, you know.
Which was your favourite there?
Not Murgatroyd's, Trenchers.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I went back and actually it wasn't as good second time.
Yeah.
You know, and that an awful lot of it does depend on the day. You know, you can go one day, it can be absolutely top drawer, and then it just drops off the next day. You know, it does happen. So if you go to a fish and chip shop and it's not brilliant first time, give them a second chance, because it does happen. You've seen
It does happen.
Right, listen, I'm going to leave you because I'm going to munch into mine. I'll
Lovely
be back
to
though.
s-
No,
yeah,
I'll be back.
lovely
Don't
to see
you
you,
go
Gary.
anywhere without saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Right, guys, brilliant channel, brilliant guy, well, brilliant couple. Okay. What they are doing is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Gary. Cheers. And Sam, see you in a bit.
Hold on 1 second, though. Got a pinch of chip.
See you in a bit, guys. So that was really nice. And that's the first time I've actually met Gary. And we've got Danny on his way down.
Job lot, innit?
Yeah, so how you coping?
Yeah, I'm good, mate, thanks.
Yeah?
I'm doing alright.
New baby boy?
New baby.
Yeah,
so,
loads of great photographs.
Yeah, so we're out on road at the minute. Obviously, Gary's doing one today. And we did one together earlier on, and then
Yeah.
I've got one to do this afternoon, and he's got another one to do tonight, so we're just travelling about a bit.
That's the first time I've met Gary.
Yeah?
And lovely fella.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what to expect, do you? Like, I never thought you'd be taller than me.
Mate, I'm liking this.
And I said to Sue, I said, you know what? I said we should get about, travel a bit. We've been all over the place, like yourselves. We've been all over the place. We said we haven't really seen the UK.
Yeah.
Sue's barbershop had to close because of all the other barbershops that turned up around it.
Why do you have a barbershop?
I had a barbershop in Liverpool City Centre for nearly
So where's your
30
gear? Like I could do with the trim. This.
I'm waiting for this hair growth stuff to kick in with you.
That's why I need a trim. Honestly,
Is it doing the job?
I did a video yesterday, right? Because it's all
look thicker.
that's what it is. It's thicker. But what I wanted it to grow around here more, and it's come through thicker. There's a few stragglers coming through, and it's only been 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
I said to Sue, I said, you know what, mate? What's going to happen to our chippies?
Yeah.
And I says, you know, we're losing our traditional barbershops,
Yeah.
and we're going to lose our traditional chippies.
You know what? So obviously, like you've just been and done this one, and I prefer the little chippies like this than all this big fancy shops that you know have had. They look nice.
You see, what I've noticed is these smaller ones, they have to cater for their community.
Yeah.
If they don't make good fish and chips for their community, they're gone.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of the big ones, especially on the coast, they rely on footfall, don't they?
Yeah. Whereas little places like this, you find it's going to be with the same flavour, the same portion size, most of the time, depending on obviously the size of fish. But yeah, I mean, you know, fish and chips for me, it's one of the best things that I love reviewing, or probably the favourite that I love reviewing. But I can't do that many because I have a bit of an intolerance to batter.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I
Either
never
batter
knew.
or beef strip, and neither did I till I started getting pain and I had to have my gallbladder removed.
Christ, how long ago was that?
What? 6 years ago now. So I don't eat a lot of it. So when I did the thing with you, I were in agony that night because we've been tasting the batter all day long, and it killed me. But sometimes you fight through the pain, don't you, to enjoy some things that you like. And it's a good thing in a way because I lived in a fish and chip shop for 3.5, 4 years. Mum and Dad had one. So as soon as they shut the fish shop at dinner time, I was straight in. I'd get a bit of leftovers, I'd be straight on golden axe machine, putting a few crates on, you know what I mean? So I loved it. And I've become a big lad because of it, eating that, you know, the fried food all
I
the
tell
time.
you what, I'm looking at some of your videos a couple of days ago and I'm thinking, geez, what a difference to how you are now.
We've pulled up here and I've gone, right, because I've got another 2 hours, I'm going straight from here to Birmingham, 2 hour drive, going straight down here. So I thought, right, I'll grab half hour, and that's it. I just, whether I can rest now, and then if it's either rest or exercise or whatever, you know, if I can go for a walk with Sophie, kids I will do, as before we'll drive here, but now it's, oh no, let's walk. Things like that, and it's changed my mind, my mentality as well, towards things, but yeah, no. Well, I now know if I need to, we went to a picnic.
You like this, don't you?
I do, mate.
See, there's a hole here.
Right.
Yeah, and a hole
Is that
in the
for brolly?
table. That's for the brolly, that covers the whole area. If it's not too windy. I've got the stand and everything, but yesterday I forgot the stand. So the brolly was out the window, otherwise it'd have been like a scene from Mary Poppins.
Yeah, when I first started using table, we did a place in Sheffield called Unitburg. And we looked a right bunch of idiots because we turned up with table and then been and brought a concrete chuffing block on floor with a brolly at side of us. Right, but it was like so heavy to carry about. It took me ages to set up. I used it once. I thought I'm not doing that again.
I've seen you get soaking wet at
now
times.
I just get wet in rain. Fish and chips back in the day. You'd have, you know, he'd have a sign up at window, and all these guys would come and fetch the newspapers. They won't do it now because they've realised that they're all sat on the toilet reading paper.
I say that to people. I said, you don't know where those papers have come from. They're usually at the side of the bog, aren't they?
They're sat it, and then you know your dad's reading it. He's wiping his backside, and then. Later on that night, you're laughing because you've got newspaper print on your chips, and you're like, "Well, this is great," and it's like, "Yeah, it's Uncle Bob's number 2."
It's right, though, isn't it? Nobody, I don't think anybody used new papers, did they?
But
New
no, mate,
newspapers.
it's nice to see you both, and I love it when we just bump into each other. But yeah,
Is he doing a review right now?
yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to show my face in his review.
Yeah.
Now, I had no idea that Danny and Gary and Sam were going to be at the Chippy. I had no idea, but what a pleasant surprise it was when I was at the front of the queue. There was a queue behind me, and then there was Gary and Sam. So Sue said to me, Sam and Gary are here. I thought, no, you're kidding. So I looked over, I thought, and I could see Gary, and I waved, I smiled at Gary. I couldn't see Sam at that time, or Danny. And I thought, wow, no, this is nice. This is really good. But how strange, with the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands maybe. I don't know. Not just Chippies, but takeaways, restaurants, supermarkets, whatever. Places to eat, to turn up at. We turn up on the same day, at the same place. And it was kind of bizarre. So once I got served, I went outside and I joined Gary and Sam in the queue. So we had a little bit of a chat, and then I got stuck in to setting up the truck, which was right outside the door, pretty much right there across the path. Then once Gary had got served, he came over with Sam, and yeah, we had a really nice chat. It was great. It really was. But Gary had a review to do because he had his fish and chips and whatever else, and he was getting set up around the corner with Sam filming him. Super nice guys. And it really made my day, because Danny and I had talked about doing something together for the last couple of years. You know, we'd emailed or messaged back and two, and then Gary said at the end, we're going to have to do something together too. So fabulous. Yeah, bring it on. It would be really nice to spend some time. So that's it. Let's get on to the reviews. 1 star. Been to nicer places. Now there's 2 little messages on here, 2 little emojis with the head exploding, you know, like mind-blowing comment. I've been to nicer places. Surely wasn't worth a 1 star. These sort of things get to me. They really get to me. The place is 4.9. It's rated 4.9 for 67 reviews. But even so, it's been going quite a few years. 1 star. Well, each to their own. Everybody's entitled to review, and reviews are open for everybody. Now, you see at the top of this, it says Robbins J. Now, I don't know whether that's John Robbins, because his name's John, and that's what it may have been called at one point, or maybe that's just his name, the business name, but it's on Gordon Street in Leigh. So it's called Gordon Street Chippy. So maybe it changed to that, or it's just known for that. But everybody was saying, no, it's Gordon Street Chippy. But if you're looking at it for Google, type in Robbins J. 5 star. Seen this on YouTube. Someone else had been there and got the super balm, which has peas, chips, half a sausage and half a fish. Wow, this was lovely. Me and my partner went today. It's made fresh and they were busy with customers. We'll definitely be going back. It is, I mean, you really have to wait until he's finished serving you before he starts making things for anybody else. I think he might put a few fish in if it's really busy. But other than that, he makes things as you go. And he's on his own. Mine, 5 star. This was such an incredible chip shop. It was basically attached to the owner's living room. And as the shop is only open a couple of days a week, it makes perfect sense. On our arrival, people were already queuing, with the queue getting longer by the minute. Such was the shop's popularity. The first thing I noticed was the pricing, which was incredibly reasonable. I ordered the super balm, consisting of a balm cake filled with chips, a quarter of a fish, mushy peas, and half a sausage. It was delicious. I also tried a fish on its own, and although the batter was quite loose, which could be down to any one of a dozen reasons, none of them necessarily bad, I felt it may have been due to the flouring. Maybe it didn't have enough flour, maybe it had too much flour, maybe it had no flour at all before the batter. So the batter itself, the wet batter, didn't get a chance to adhere to it. But then there could have been all kinds of other reasons. But I'm going with that. Not a problem. The cod was delicious, and the light, flaky batter was beautifully crunchy. Then came a real surprise. The owner makes the steak puddings in-house. Although mine looked as though it had been dropped from a great height, it tasted incredible. I would return for one of those without hesitation. Overall, it was a quirky, incredibly popular, excellent value for money, and full of character. Some genuinely memorable items on the menu. This is exactly the sort of independent chip shop I love discovering. It really is that hidden gem. See you on the next one.
Oh, na, 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 it's the Chippy Tour. Cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite, I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From mushy piece to battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour, tasting it all.